Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we have an original Billy Bass, of course. I picked him up at a flea market. And I'm going to do a full in-depth repair of this thing. The tail is, like, the skin's actually warped right here where somebody like pulled it. And then the tail is actually completely disconnected in here. And the head does not do anything. The button don't work either. Yeah, he's pretty messed up. Alright, to start off, I'm going to flip him over, take out the batteries, which I use AA's instead of C batteries because C batteries are more expensive per pack and AA's are the same voltage and you can just kind of wedge them in there. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and remove these 6 screws and then I'll keep you all updated on what I do next. Alright, so as you can see, got my little multitude of screws taken out here at the back. And then what I like to do is take a screwdriver and actually put it in the mounting hole and pull up from the top. And they can be a little finicky because the adapter port is sometimes glued in. And then you can just set the the plaque to the side. Just be careful with the wires and stuff because they can be pretty short. Kind of like that one's a little stretched, but I think it'll do just fine right there. And then I can already see this button is all corroded and that's more than likely why it's not working. Motion sensor's very loose too. Fix that too. Take these 2 screws out of it. I'll take the one out and then the one halfway out. Should pop right out of there. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty nasty. I'm gonna take my finger and wipe it off. Take the little button pad out too, I guess, while I'm in here. It looks pretty clean to me. I'm gonna just reinstall the button. Alright, so now that the button is actually done, I put some hot glue back here on the wires just to hold them in place, and then I actually hot glued the motion sensor in too. And now we're going to move on to the actual fish itself. So with these, there's actually 6 of these screws that have a flat back on them that come out, and 4 of them just go into this back retainer, and the 2 on the bottom actually have the pegs that hold in the mechanism, and then these 2 on the sides do as well. So these pegs are really fragile. So you just got to be real careful with them, not to like bend them or anything, because they will break off of here. I'll show you in a second what I'm actually talking about. Remove these screws one by one so they don't get lost. The amount of times I've repaired a singing fish and lost screws is just uncountable. Go ahead, pause the video and get the rest of these out. Alright, so that takes all those out. Okay, so now that all the screws are out of this whole mechanism thing back here, I'll take the retainer and actually pull it out of here. Which kind of gets a little tricky because the mechanism is like sitting directly on top of it, but get it loose, pull it to the side, and then all these little plastic pegs have this metal ring that holds the fabric in place. I'm going to go ahead and pull all of them out. Alright, I'm going to actually grab the fish and twist them sideways so that these pegs are out of the way. And these are the ones I'm talking about that break off. These are like really fragile. And then once he's sideways, I'm going to pull him out toward the front of the plaque. And he pops right out, just like that. Now that I have my fish exposed, I'm going to go ahead and remove the skin. Alright, so I've actually started by removing his eyes. They can be like pretty tricky to pop out, but these just pulled right out of there. And so now I'm actually going to hold the mechanism down here at the bottom and pull up from the back of the tail and slide the mechanism like out of the fish. What I do is I grab this part, grab the tail right here at the end, not grabbing the plastic that moves, and just pull upward. And it pops out just like that, but this is already broken, so that's no big deal. And then what I'll actually do is grab him by the bottom jaw, pull forward, and then the rest of this should just pop right out. If the fabric wasn't caught in the back of it, it would. Okay. And just like that, that's how you skin a Billy Bass. So now that we have the mechanism exposed, we can start diagnosing all the little problems it has. With this being my main concern, because the entire back of this thing is broke off where it's supposed to connect to the mechanism. But it's not too big of a burden. I can actually to replace this. I think I have another one of these just sitting around. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and start taking out the motors and checking them one by one to see how the gears look. Alright, so there is no gear on there. There's some nasty looking grease on it. And there it is right there. It's down there actually in the mechanism. I'll try to see if I can get it out. No, I'm gonna need something bigger than that. Alright, so I kind of had to finagle with it for a minute, but I did get that gear out. So now what I'm going to do is, this is optional, but I like to put oil inside the mechanism, just because all that old grease is just kind of sitting in there. Put a little oil in there too. 27 years of just having grease on it is probably not the best thing for the motor. Alright, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Alright, so there's our new gear on the motor shaft. And the motor just gets reinstalled in here, just like it came out. Oh yeah, let's set my phone up again, but you can hear. Sounds good. So now the head is actually fixed. Again, it's the same thing, just taking out these screws and then pulling the motor out, just like that. And I don't know if that's split or not. It doesn't really look split. Oh yeah, it is. It just came right off. So, yep, another split gear. Who would have guessed? So, pull out another gear here to replace it with. These one-handed installs are killing me. Let's do it against the desk. There we go. And nice reinstallment of the motor. Mouth is now going to work as well. But now I'm going to move on to the main event, which is this tail being all busted up. I don't know if the tail moves or not, but I'm going to go ahead and check the motor just to be on the safe side. And I'm glad I did, because this gear is split. You can actually see the split right there on the side closest to my thumb. And it's the same thing, just unscrewing the motor, looking at all the caked up grease all over the front of it. Pretty nasty stuff. But anyway, I'm going to pull out another gear, and we'll throw another gear at this bad boy and go ahead and start putting him at least somewhat back together. So with this tail being broke off like that, it makes me curious about the square shaft gear in the mechanism as well, because I don't know, it looks like somebody was like pulling on the skin from the outside and like messing with them, so maybe they had kids and they were messing with them. So we'll go ahead and, you know, kind of want to play him to see if that's moving, but I'll grab it with a pair of pliers and see too. Oh, that's good. Nice. Alright, so I actually did not have a Billy Bass tailpiece, but I had one from a different singing fish. Pretty sure it was like a Tommy Trout or something, but I made it work, and it's the same size as Billy Bass's tailpiece, which I'm not even sure where I put it. Yeah, as you can tell, it's gonna work the same. Alright, so another thing I'm actually going to do is, since this one's tail right here is like messed up and warped, I mean, there's like paint missing as well, I'm gonna go ahead and swap this skin on that I had just laying around. It does have a small spot right here that's peeling, but it's not anywhere near as bad as this. I don't even know how that happens. There's also missing paint up here, and the mouth is kind of ripped. So yeah, we'll go ahead and throw a new skin on him as well. Okay, so now all the motors are back in with new gears, and he should be ready to test. Oh geez. Working. Okay, so now the process for putting the skin back on is kind of the reverse of how I took it off, how I started with the tail and then pulled it from the mouth. I'm actually going to kind of open the jaw a little, and then I'm going to start with the mouth. So it's kind of it's a little awkward because the mechanism doesn't really like to go back in here for some reason. But anyway, just kind of slowly pushing it on in there and getting it fully lined up here so that it goes fully back into place. Like I said, this can be like really awkward sometimes. There we go. That's back in. That took way longer than I expected. And then now, I'm going to turn the head and push the tail piece outward. Pull the skin over the end of the tail, and then kind of work it in there. Just piece by piece. And this really takes a lot of patience because you don't want to force it and break it. And the last little pieces of foam that are sticking out kind of get tucked in. And then up here at the top. And then that'll about do it. Alright, so now that's good. Mouth is good. Should be all good to go. So now I'm going to work on getting him back into the plaque here in a second, and I will show you all how to do that next. Alright, so now that his skin is fully back on, I'm going to actually work on getting him back into the plaque, which this is what I was talking about. That's how fragile they are. It broke off without me even realizing it. So now I'm going to take the head and turn it, and then kind of turn the tail as well, just so I can kind of hold him and work him in there. And then kind of push him sideways, and now he's back on. So then we just put this retainer back on. Of course, we got to pull the fabric through, push all the little pegs down for the fabric, and then everything just gets reassembled with the same screws. Like, that's all done. But there's another problem on this that I didn't even realize. The transistor for the head is actually going out, and I'll show you that here. Like, this is fresh batteries. That's as much as it'll turn. Like, it won't go much further than that. Okay, so this is me actually bypassing the transistor. As you can see, it turns all the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace that next, I suppose. Alright, so I have my transistor removed. It's actually one of these weird square ones that have a circle in the middle. And I have a bunch of transistors I'm gonna have to look through and see if I can match it up. Well, here he is. He's all put back together. I couldn't actually fix the transistor issue because I don't have that same kind. So I'll have to find a different board with that same kind of transistor. But I mean, for now, for a fish that didn't work at all, here he goes. Oh, he came up all the way. Well, there you guys have it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. So tell me what y'all think about my very first ever full-length repair video. I know I could have done a few more shots here and there, but I was just trying to get this guy done. So thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments.